I shall now make a statement in my capacity as the representative of the United States. Thank you, Assistant Secretary General Khiari and Dr. Knights, for your informative briefings. The United States condemns the Houthis' latest attacks on Israel and supports Israel's right to self-defense. The Houthis launched an intense wave of attacks against Israel in December with no regard for civilian lives. One attack reportedly injured more than a dozen people on a playground in Tel Aviv. In view of the Houthis' continued attacks, the United States reiterates our call for this Council to consider additional actions to respond to the growing threats from the Houthis and to hold Iran to account. We can all see clearly that the Houthis are fully enabled by Iran to launch long-range and deadly attacks on Israel, including civilian infrastructure, as evidenced by the Houthis' propaganda boasting about the use of advanced hypersonic missiles. Iran's provision of these and other lethal weapons to the Houthis violates the arms embargo imposed on the group by this Council. It is the responsibility of this Council to respond to Iran's flagrant violations of its resolutions and arming of terrorist groups. Every member of this Council, and especially those with direct channels to Iran, should press Iran's leaders to stop the Houthis from launching attacks that put civilians in harm's way. We reiterate our call for this Council to take steps to strengthen the UN verification and inspection mechanism. UNVIM is a key means in ensuring arms and related material are not illicitly smuggled by Iran and other malign actors to the Houthis. For its part, the United States will not hesitate to protect its own personnel, regional partners, and international shipping. On December 16th, U.S. forces conducted a precision airstrike against a key command and control facility operated by Iran-backed Houthis within Houthi-controlled territory in Sana'a. The facility was a hub for coordinating Houthi operations, including attacks against U.S. Navy warships and merchant vessels in the southern Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. And during an operation on December 21st, U.S. forces shot down multiple Houthi one-way attack uncrewed aerial vehicles and an anti-ship cruise missile over the Red Sea. These actions were consistent with international law and were an exercise of the United States' inherent right to self-defense. They do not constitute a shift in our approach to other conflicts. It is also critical that Israeli military operations, especially in densely populated areas, be coordinated and conducted in a way that do not threaten the lives of civilians or civilian infrastructure. We are thankful to WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus and his team are safe after an Israeli strike on Thursday hit part of the Sana'a airport near where they were located. Dr. Tedros traveled to Yemen on behalf of the UN for work that we all believe is critical. We support the work that the UN and humanitarian partners, including the WHO, who are delivering critical health, nutrition, water, sanitation, and hygiene assistance to the people of Yemen, are doing while facing incredibly perilous circumstances. It is past time for the Houthis to cease their reckless and destabilizing behavior, and this Council should ensure that there are consequences for their actions. Colleagues, this is an especially dangerous moment in the region. It is imperative that we all work to reduce tensions. Just under 1 year ago, we joined together in adopting Resolution 2722 that demanded the Houthis immediately cease all attacks against merchant and commercial vessels. The United States looks forward to extending the resolution's reporting request for an additional 6 months to ensure the Council has accurate and timely information. We believe this reporting should also include information about the origin of ballistic missiles and advanced drones being used in the increasingly sophisticated attacks. We thank Japan for working with us on these resolutions, and will look to incoming members of this council for their support as well.